Hello, dudes and dudettes. Welcome to the 10x Rule book reading. The 10x Rule by Grant Cardone. Hi, I'm Don. Welcome if this is your first time. Welcome back if it isn't. Alrighty. So we are on chapter 20. Chapter 20 of the 10x Rule by Grant Cardone. And again, if you haven't bought the book, buy the dang book. Read it for yourself. I'm reading along with you because I like to do that sort of thing, and because it helps me reinforce what I need to reinforce for my 10x life. But get the book for your own 10x life. That is, if you want a 10x life. If you don't, then you probably shouldn't even be watching this video. You should go do something else average, because this isn't about being average, people. This is about being 10x. All right. Chapter 20, Omnipresence. Chapter 20, Omnipresence. And I'm going to read little tidbits here to whet your appetite, fuel your brain. Are you operating at the right level of targeting and thinking big enough? If you're not already, you need to expand your approach and enlarge your footprint with the goal of dominating and being everywhere. Omnipresence. Omnipresence. What does that word mean? Omnipresence. Being everywhere in all places all the time. Omnipresence. Are you operating at the right level of targeting? Whether it be Facebook targeting, pixel targeting, Google AdWords targeting, social media, Twitter targeting, Instagram targeting, your next marketing campaign targeting, your brand targeting, your entrepreneurship targeting, your income targeting. What's your income targeting for your business? Are you operating at the right level of targeting and thinking big enough? If you're not already, you need to expand your approach and enlarge your footprint with the goal of dominating and being everywhere. For your brand, for your business, for your entrepreneurship, for yourself. The first thing you have to do is burst through obscurity and let the world know what you can do for it. And then do it relentlessly. The first thing you have to do is burst through obscurity and let the world know what you can do for it. And then do it relentlessly. One more time. It bears repeating. The first thing you have to do is burst through obscurity. Nobody knows your business, your brand. Nobody knows. I don't care if you post on social media. Nobody knows. Just assume that nobody knows, nobody saws it. Okay? Nobody knows, nobody saws it. Nike doesn't mind letting people know who they are all day, every day. McDonald's doesn't mind letting people know who they are all day. But yet, we as entrepreneurs are like, oh, I don't want to overpost. I don't want to do that too many times. How many times do you see the same dang-gum pizza commercial? How many times do you see the same dang-gum cell phone commercial? Think about how many times you see the same dang-gum commercial for the same brand who you've known since you were a kid. Think about that. That's omnipresence. Starbucks doesn't mind letting you know. Amazon doesn't mind letting you know. All day, every day, what they have, who they are, where you can get what they have. That's omnipresence. But yet we get all, oh, I don't want to offend people. You think Domino's cares about offending people? I mean, think about it. All the constant commercialing, the constant commercial messaging that we see all day, every day from corporate America, from brands. all day, every day, they don't think about oversaturating or being overexposed. That's just some dumb crap small-minded people came up with. Oh, I don't want to be overexposed or oversaturated. Oh, I don't want to bother people. Really? You think Goodyear cares about bothering people? Come on, y'all. You think Nissan cares about bothering people? I mean, that's what we're talking about here. You got to think at that level. If they're in your face all day, every day, to make sure you don't forget about Domino's, to make sure you don't forget about Pizza Hut, what the heck are you doing? Why are you not in people's face all day, every day? You've got the same level of access. Twitter, Instagram, be on it all day, every day, in people's face. Unless you don't want to sell pizza, unless you don't want to be a global brand, unless you don't want to, I don't know, have a whole lot of money, a whole lot of success, and a whole lot of people walking around with your with your brand all over their body. I'm just saying, Nike doesn't have a problem making sure they're omnipresent, do they? They sure don't. That's omnipresence, people. That's an education in omnipresence. Domino's, Pizza Hut, Nike, Coca-Cola. You know, that's an education in omnipresence. McDonald's, omnipresence. They make sure all day, every day to be omnipresent. Be like them. The first thing you have to do is burst through obscurity and let them know what you can do for it. That's how you do it. The first thing you have to do is burst through obscurity and let the world know what you can do for it. Starbucks made sure that when you crossed the street, there was another Starbucks. They burst through obscurity. Starbucks was a coffee shop. In case you didn't know, Starbucks started out as a coffee shop and burst through obscurity by making sure that there was a Starbucks when you ran out of Starbucks. Burst through obscurity, letting the world know what you can do for it. That was Starbucks' business model. To make sure that when you were drinking Starbucks, you saw Starbucks. Bursting through obscurity, letting the world know what you can do for it. And then do it relentlessly. Hello? That's why you're drinking Starbucks today. Because Starbucks burst through obscurity and let the world know what it can do for it. And then did it relentlessly. Just saying. Oh, but I don't want to be overexposed. I don't want people to say you're doing too much. We see you all the time. You think Starbucks cared about people complaining about, oh, we see too many Starbucks. Oh, I don't want to see too many. Were they only small-minded entrepreneur people who are so, it annoys me, the crabs in a barrel mentality that is spewed out of entrepreneurs, of myths of being overexposed and oversaturated. What the heck are you talking about? You think Marvel Universe cares about being overexposed and oversaturated? Who comes up with this crap about overexposure and oversaturated and you don't want to wear out your welcome? No one even knows you exist to wear out the welcome. Wear out your welcome. First, they got to know you were here in the first place. You can't wear out your welcome if people don't even know you were here to be welcomed in the first place. So stop listening to that nonsense myth BS about, oh, you're going to be overexposed, oversaturated. Oh, the markets are going to be overtired. And whatever. Fine. Let the market tell you we've seen enough of you. Let the market tell you, hey, we've seen you 100 times today. And then let them see you 100 more times. Who cares? It's about you and your money and your life. They're just offended because you're getting more attention than they are. They're just offended because you're being omnipresent. And your omnipresence is getting in their way. Hello. You are capable of much more than you're doing now. Preaching to the choir here. I just want y'all to know, preaching to the choir here. You are capable of much more than you are doing now. Once you match your mindset with the right purpose, you will start taking 10x actions, like doing the things you need to do to be omnipresent. Posting on whatever your favorite social media platform is all day, every day. 30 minutes a day, 24 times a day. Whatever the case may be. Being omnipresent with blog posts. Being omnipresent, however you need to be omnipresent. But you'll start, once you match your mindset with the right purpose, which is, I'm trying to make sure that my legacy is intact for me and my family. I'm trying to make sure my brand's intact for people who are depending on me for livelihood. I'm trying to make sure I'm wealthy. How about that? Let's keep it real. I'm trying to make sure I'm wealthy. Huh? Because you get things done when you're wealthy. You can get a whole lot more done wealthy than not wealthy. Can I get an amen? So my mindset is, once you match your mindset of creating wealth and being wealthy with the right purpose, you will start taking 10x actions. Okay? Omnipresence. The goal of being everywhere at all times at the same time is exactly the kind of massive thinking that is missing from most people's expectations of themselves and their dreams. Omnipresence, the goal of being everywhere at all times at the same time, is exactly the kind of massive thinking that is missing from most people's expectations of themselves and their dreams. And I'm going to end on that. You know why? I achieve my dreams taking massive action. I'm sitting here because of a massive action I took a few years back when I was down and out on my mom's couch. And I wanted to be omnipresent. I wanted to be everywhere. So I got inspired to get off my mom's couch, to go live life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness again. I got inspired to live again. And so I pursued omnipresence, to be everywhere at all times at the same time. And one thing led to another, and that started to move me in success directions, on a success journey, on a success path that I never even imagined. My thought process for success at that point in time, down and out on my mom's couch, was not success. My thought process at that time was, what am I going to do with my life today? What good is this life today? Is this it today? That's where my mind was. I took massive action to be omnipresent. So I started, when I say started making sure I was at all places at all times, I was trying to do that. I was trying to do that and be everywhere. I'm sitting in a seat planted here because it led me here. That's why I'm reinforcing it for myself. But I'm saying to you, make omnipresence a goal of yours. Trust me, from somebody who went from nothing, down and out on his mom's couch, not sure what life was anymore, to having success beyond dreams that he didn't even know could be dreams. I achieved dreams because of taking massive action, and that required omnipresence. Okay? Omnipresence. Omnipresence. Pursue that to get massive action and massive success. I've had some massive success. Now the goal is more massive success. Okay? And that's part of the 10x rule. Okay? Is massive success consistently. Okay? So I'm saying to you, get the omnipresence mindset of being everywhere at all times, okay? And taking that massive action to achieve your dreams, okay? That's the 10x way of life. That's the 10x rule. That's the 10x mindset. And be everywhere all the time, like Starbucks, like McDonald's, okay? Do like they do for yourself, for your brand, for your business. Figure out what do you got to do to be everywhere all the time. You're going to need help. And maybe that's part of the problem with we entrepreneurs. We're so DIY, do it yourself. I can do it all myself. I'm going to do it. You can't do it all yourself. I wasn't able to take massive action. I wasn't able to achieve omnipresence when I needed to, when that was part of the game. I didn't do it all by myself. And that's why we fail as entrepreneurs. It's because we have trust issues and being burned issues that interfere with the omnipresence of being everywhere at all times, taking massive action to achieve your dreams. Because you're letting what happened in the past control your present and your future. Stop that.